$21,860 is due in 10 days.
Yeah, we were gonna do work on the house for them, and that would have covered a lot of it because it needs floors.
It's too far down the track.
Right, I get that.
We were here last time, and the court was taken aback a little bit because of the circumstances of this case. Mr. Roberts is claiming non-payment of rent in the amount of $18,000. Rent is $600 per week due every Friday. There is no lease. And Ms. Woodstra conceded that the rent was $600 per week and was that much in arrears. So I wasn't clear exactly what we got to. We had $18,000 plus another $3,600, which was $21,600 arrearage. That might be the largest arrearage I've ever had. Certainly it's the largest arrearage I've ever had where there's no lease in place. Ms. Woodstra continued to detail a number of other problems, number of people living there, health problems, just a tough situation. Mr. Roberts, what's your position here today?
Well, I don't see him ever being able to afford it, even if I was to cut the price in half, and I wouldn't even do that unless they got down to probably like 7 or 8 people in there. So, and then I keep reminding them about the trash and the dirty yard and all the stuff blowing all over the place. And I don't want to pick it up. So if they would peacefully leave and clean the place up to where it was when they moved in, then I'm not going to sue them for all this money.
Miss Woodstra, what's your position?
I don't have no trouble leaving. I'm just trying to find a place.
Yes.
Their trash is on the yard because I have trash that I have to put in the garages and stuff because I can't really afford trash service right now.
Over there.
I can't afford trash service right now. And if it wasn't as much when I based that rent when we made that agreement, I was making good money, but I'm not. I can't afford more than $1,500 a month right now.
All right, well, he's right. You can't afford to. Are you in the house right now?
Yeah. I was trying. I'm in one of the bedrooms.
Well, I see an open ceiling. I see ductwork.
It's in the basement.
Oh, and then we discussed the fact that there probably shouldn't be sleeping rooms in the basement. Well, I'm going to say through.
I couldn't get no help because I don't have a lease. I have tried.
Yes,
I understand. Some help from DHS, but I can't get help from anywhere else.
This figure is somewhat unrealistic because it's never going to get paid, but it's $21,600 is due through September.
Yeah, we were going to do work on the house for them, and that would have covered a lot of it because it needs floors.
It's too far down the track.
Right, I get that.
Court costs are $156. Let me see here.
I'm just trying to find a place.
52 and 26.
Because I got 2 on oxygen.
130 plus, I understand. 5213 plus 26. $260 in costs. $21,860 is due in 10 days. 10 days from today is October 10th. No money judgment is entered at this time. He's not bound by this, but he's indicated if you simply vacate, he won't pursue collection of this money that he'll probably never get anyway. No money judgment is entered at this time. You also have until October 10th to appeal this. I'm not aware of any other, well, there are some houses at this rate, some of the new places on Garfield Court. Mr. Roberts, if they do vacate, I would encourage you to get a lease. If you're gonna rent this again.
Sure. Yeah, I've never had a problem before, but I have learned that out this time.
You're renting a property, for one thing, right now, this house isn't code compliant. You can't have people living in the basement without egress and windows, and there's other issues. But the bottom line is you can't afford a house at $600 a week. And the longer you're there, the worse it gets. And I understand that you've got difficulties trying to move. Now, Mr. Roberts, you have a right to evict them on or after October 10th. Sheriff can come put all their stuff out on the street. They don't have to. You have 56 days from today to ask for the writ of eviction. It's a lot easier to have the tenant move out voluntarily than evict them. I told you I used to I was the garbage man, and this is one of the houses we stopped at. And I hate to think what it looks like now. But essentially, Ms. Woodstra, you have 10 days to vacate unless he gives you additional time.
Well, if they needed additional time and wanted to pay some rent during that time, but I'm just afraid it's not gonna work that way.
Well, if you do, you need to definitely put that in writing. Say, we will allow you to move on November 15th if you continue to pay $600 a week in the meantime. But that's a little tricky and a slippery slope.
Yeah, it's already been 40 weeks.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, and I couldn't do no 600 a week. I know DHS had proved 1,500, and that's.
Well, and they won't give you any help if you don't have a lease. And so this place is.
Well, no, they're helping with that much. They use the rent thing, but no place else will help without a lease.
Yeah, I just soon get them out as soon as possible. They keep having extra people.
All right. I'm going to have the bailiff take you out to the court office. You can get a copy of this order. Ms. Woodstra, I wish you the best, but you've got a very difficult family to place. There's a lot of people. There's handicapped individual. There's oxygen hookups required. So I wish you the best, but you're free to go. Oh, here's Elaine right here.
Thank you.
If you go out to the counter, Mr. Roberts, I'll give you a copy of this.
I do have a place that is going to help me with first month's rent deposit if I can find a place. So that's what I'm trying to do.
All right. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
As always, stay in contact with your landlord.
Okay.